Hey, Bayek, it's me, and it's here again. Yes, the February issue of SFX. Yes, it soon gets round, doesn't it? Yeah, and it's come through door again with courtesy of my local shop. Hey, Bayek, you can't beat it, can you? Anyhow, what I'll do is, like we normally do, is have a quick look through, and as you can see straight away, look what the cover is about. It's the third and final season of Picard, and that's a really nice illustration. Just look at that, and an indication of what to also is in here. We've got about Ant-Man. We've got more Doctor Who stuff, of course, reminding us about the 60th anniversary. They always have that on now. Then, oh yeah, I'm getting quite excited about this. Nobody else is at the moment, though. Is Knock at the Cabin. Yes, this could be a very interesting release. I'm just hoping it's as good as it looks. We'll see, anyhow. And then there's this is interesting, the Winnie the Pooh horror. Yes. Let's hope it isn't too much of a horror. It's so bad. Anyhow, we'll see. So, what I'm going to do is I'll just go through it and just show you a bit of what's in here. Right. Hey, right, let's see where it starts off with. Well, here we've got a new DC series called Shadows of Dakota. This is in the comics. That looks interesting. That's a new DC comic title. Then we've got, let's have a look here. Stuff there. Oh yeah, and I don't know, some of you may follow this, but I don't. It's the Winchesters. I think this was a spin-off from Supernatural. Again, another series. So many series I didn't actually get into. But this is a spin-off. The Supernatural was very popular. I don't know much about this spin-off series about the Winchesters, but yeah, it's obviously got quite a bit of support. There's an interesting bit here, I find this interesting from a comic, is a Blade-related comic. This is called Bloodlines, Daughter of Blade. That looks interesting, doesn't it? I'm always interested in these, how they develop series, and comics are the great area where you look at. There's even a Sherlock Holmes comic, another one yet again. And look at this side, more 60th anniversary news on Doctor Who. Keep going, you can see the 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa there in his new costume or outfit, whatever you want to call it. Hey, Bayek. Oh, now here's interesting. There's an appreciation of Chris Boucher, great writer for Doctor Who and also script editor, Blake 7. There's the 4th Doctor there. Robots of Death I always think of, which is, one of my absolute all-time favourite stories. Then we get on to the sort of cover back. There we are. Picard, Patrick Stewart, talking about the 3rd season and final season. Let's hope that it does deliver. That's all we can hope for. Let's hope it does deliver. It's like a farewell, maybe, to the next generation. And, oh, this is good as well. There's an interview with Jonathan Frakes talking about Riker. There seems to be a skepticism that it may not be the end in some form or other of the next generation. Interesting what his thoughts are. But now he's as much as a director, if anything. I'm a big fan, I always was, of Gates McFadden as Dr. Crusher. Loved Dr. Crusher. Yeah, she's definitely was a favourite of mine. Fantastic. I really love Dr. Crusher. Yes, let's have more Dr. Crusher. Not more again. A good interview with Gates McFadden. Fantastic. She was always underused, in my opinion, in Next Generation. Always underused. Then we get onto the big Marvel story, the Ant-Man. Yeah, that's coming your way. I think that must be very soon as well. That'll be the first big Marvel film of the year, really, about the Ant-Man. Will it be as good as the other two? Because I really love the other two. I'm sensing a slight disappointment, but I hope not. I hope we're not going to be disappointed. There's more of that. I think Ant-Man is one of the best, actually. It just has the right balance of everything, I think. Oh, now, here it is. This is the film I've been talking about. It's the knock in at the cabin, the M. Night Shyamalan, or whatever he's called. I don't call him Shyamalan. There he is. That's from the film. That little girl seems to play an important part in the film from what I've seen in the trailer. It looks really interesting. I think it does. Look. So this will be good to read. There's a lot more. Some of the things that you don't get on the online things, I say, are the interviews and ins and outs about the film. I'm just hoping it's not going to disappoint, where the trailer's actually more promising than the film. Because it looks good, but, looks, as we know, can be very deceptive. Now, this is interesting. This is an illustrator called Dave Gibbons. Because I'm not a massive comic expert, but it goes through some of the comics that he's worked on, the illustrations. And there's one that really struck me. Yeah, it brought Tornado. I remember Tornado. Oh, yeah. That's a comic I remember. It always brings back. And then, of course, the 60th anniversary Doctor Who fans. There's an interview here with Nicola Bryant. And there she is with the 6th Doctor. Yeah. Oh, there's always got to be good old Doctor Who stuff, I don't know. I mean, you don't get that anywhere. Oh, look, more. Great interview. So, there's me, you see, I'm promoting the magazine here. I'm not getting paid for it, but this is why the printed media, physical media, is still supreme. Yes, you don't get this online. No, apart from me just babbling away about it. Oh, it's just... I love it. Oh yeah, this thing. This is amazing. I don't know. This could be an absolutely terrible, but what's it? The Winnie the Pooh horror film. Oh dear, it could be really bad. It could be so bad it's good. I don't know. It doesn't look brilliant, does it? But who knows? We shouldn't judge it, should we? Oh dear. I love the discussion about all that. It's so funny. You can't take something. Now, this is interesting. If you're interested in folk horror, there's a brilliant look at Blood on Satan's Claw, which was a classic film, folk horror history. It's I think, from the 70s, early 70s, I think, yeah. This is really good. And there's a bit here, I really love these bit where they go into background of the film, see there, where all these ideas come from. I'm always interested in that history again, me and history. But there we are. That's something that I recommend. And I'll have to get round to a review on my channel. Yes, we'll have to get round there. But we will do eventually. Don't worry, it will come. Yes. Now we're in review section. Of course, look, Megan. Yeah, I think a lot of people seem to. If you look at the hits of the year so far, this appears to have been the big hit so far. It's had a lot of people really enjoyed it, and it could be the beginning of a lot more of these films, but we'll see. And then there's this Puss in Boots. Again, it's not a series. I must admit that I would quite be as interested in the Puss. It might be fine, I don't know. Shrek is sort of it's okay, But, there's the series that nobody wants to talk about because I don't blame them. I'm not interested in it. The Willow thing, yeah, exactly. No, thank you. The Willow, no. Then there's a series I haven't seen called Extraordinary. That's series 1. I think that's a season thing. Oh, there's Pennyworth's in its season 3. There's a review of that there. Pennyworth being, and then again, Let the Right One In. Great. I know it as a Hammer film, which is a remake of I don't know. It's could be a Scandinavian horror film. But then they've gone on to do a series. I don't know what that series is like. I'm always a bit skeptical. I sound skeptical, don't I? But Let Me In. I really love the Hammer one now. Yeah. Let's have a look. Then there's Black Adam, inevitably. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Somebody agrees with me. Yeah. Well, they don't give it a film, but Halloween Ends. Honestly, I have never seen so much poppycock and overreaction still going on about this film. Fortunately, some people have seen the sense, but the hysteria, I've seen it all this week. Oh my, it's still going on. But fortunately, there's a more level-headed, not going with the crowd view of it. It's got 3 stars, which isn't bad. At least they are actually seeing this film, how they should see it. Not just be swept along by all this, some of that stuff, it just makes me laugh. I can't stop laughing at the hate and hysteria, is really. Now, this is interesting. This has come out. It was a film I saw at the cinema, which is the Terry Gilliam film, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's quite a strange film. I'd love to actually have a look at that again. I don't know whether I'd be over the top with it, but I might be. I remember seeing it at the cinema and came out and thinking, this is interesting. I kind of enjoyed it, but it was one that you thought I needed to see again. So that would be interesting to see that. And there's a few more sort of reviews of various films, but not any sort of big films I think of. There is I've seen this Santo thing quite a few times on the. There's been some various sort of I think some boutique labels have been releasing these Santo films. There's a wrestler goes around everywhere. He goes with this mask on. Nobody says, "Hey, why you got the mask on?" But no, it seems quite fun. A lot of people think this Santo dude. Yeah. Wrestling away, like they do. Yeah, that's what they do. They wrestle away. Yeah. Then we've got more sort of book reviews, more comic stuff. There's about Fantastic Four there. Oh, good, isn't it? Wonder Woman. Some about Wonder Woman comics. I think we're getting near the end now. I think we are. Oh, next month, next month's release must be That's what a lot of people are looking forward to, even though it will be probably the end of that is Shazam, or how you pronounce it. There it is. So that's in next month's issue. And, I just saw this, and I always have to show you. It's the second Doctor again, in another big Finish thing, even though he's not with us anymore. They get round it doing these stories, because Michael Troughton is reading the story. His son, Patrick Troughton's son. I love it. Fantastic. There's a bit more Doctor Who illustrations. I think it's about an animated series that didn't quite happen, but there's interesting stuff there. Anyhow, and there it is. There's the issue. I've covered it, I think. There we are. And I've probably gone on too long. Anyhow, that's it. So, subscribe if you're interested. Also, if you like it, give it a like. There we are. Give it a like. And there we are. And all I've got to say is, I'll see you again.